So let me tell you a funny story. It's not even funny, but I'm going to complete a circle here and by telling you this. So recently, I was out with one of my children, well, both of my children actually, and the mother and the children. So the mother took one of the children and I took the other. And so we were at a shopping center, and the my daughter was misbehaving, and I had my daughter with me. And she was misbehaving, and I smacked her a little bit, once, right? And I was just truck passed by. So I smacked her once, and I didn't think anything of it. She did, and it didn't even calm her down. But either way it went, she was having a little tantrum. So, I smacked her once. Someone apparently saw me smack her and called the police. And about 45 minutes later, the police arrived, and they're like, "Yo, Mr. John Galt, we heard you slapped your this child. You're under arrest." And it was an African police officer, and he immediately put me under arrest. Well, he immediately told me I was under arrest. And luckily, there was a black officer there, luckily African American, that just slowed the African down, because the African wanted to jump. The first thing he said to me was, "You're under arrest." Now, what else was interesting? What I found was interesting is that the second thing that he said to me was, I wait till the truck passed by. Again, this is an African officer. Not that it matters, but I'm pointing it out. The second thing that he said to me was, or that he asked me was, "Has she been diagnosed?" I said, "What?" He said, "Has she been diagnosed with any kind of mental, physical disability?" So I said, "No," but my immediate thought was, "Oh shit, what if she had?" Right? Because I don't think you can effectively punish those kids. I don't think you can spank a child with a disability. So here I am with the police. I think at this point it was two police officers, and they're showing up there, and they're like, more or less, "Hey, John Galt, you just abused a child in public." And I'm like, "Who the fuck called the police?" I'm like, "Who called the police on me? If I was abusing a child to the point that they felt the need to call the police, why didn't they intervene?" They didn't intervene. And so, I was telling a buddy of mine later about this whole incident, and I'm saying, man, what's interesting about this here is all over Washington, D.C., in all the nice parts, I should say, and I'm going to share this with you, the niggas are under curfew, right? The children that can't be disciplined. When they get 14, 15, the government and the residents and the people who are tired of dealing with the teens, they just put a curfew. And so now in Washington, D.C., in most of the nice areas, there's a curfew for the teens, right? If you don't address it when they're young, it's going to eventually show up when they're older. And then you'll come up with all these kind of Rube Goldberg-like contraptions of enacting curfews. And I'm going to show you that map here. And, you just think about this. Someone called the police, and the police showed up and was ready to arrest me. No visible injuries on the child at all. Not one visible injury. And they were ready to arrest me. And again, the government has created this web where anyone can be ensnared. If my child had been diagnosed with something, you think you're doing a good job by going out to the government, some government agency of teachers, and getting her diagnosed, maybe because it opens up the money train for you. Many people do that. They go get their child diagnosed, and then you can't discipline them anymore. It's just very interesting. And again, so I'm standing there with the cops, and it's like 4 hours, bro. Like, they're going through every governmental agency to make sure that this child's name is not on an abusive list, right? It's just also